Sasha I hope you're all doing super well. I'm in an amazing mood today. I've also got this like bubblegum lipstick on. I'm feeling myself. But that's not what today's video is about. So today's video is about what I've been eating this week. So all my dinners I'm going to be documenting for you. I'm not going to go into detail about like the full shopping list for everything or the extensive recipes and all of that. I'm just going to sort of show you some brief bits of me cooking and what I've had, basically just for ideas for you guys, or even just to watch. I love watching what I eat in a day or what I eat in a week. I find them really interesting, especially if you want to get a few ideas for yourself. And with it being lockdown too, you gotta get creative sometimes. But luckily the shops have calmed down a little bit, so I am finding most bits I need. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. So without further ado, let's jump into the video so I can show you what I've eaten this week. Right, so tonight's dinner is chicken pot pie. I've prepped most of my veggies and I'm going to start with the onion by frying it off in some butter and then add everything else as I go. So that is the chicken pot pie done. I did have to use chicken breast because I couldn't find any chicken thighs in the stores, but what are you going to do? People panic buying. But chicken breast is just as good. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. I do want to point out that a lot of people have a thicker sauce for the chicken pot pie. I just personally prefer a runnier sauce, so that's why it's a bit saucier. But yeah, I am going to dig into this now. So it's absolutely roasting tonight, so we fancy something a bit lighter. So we're going to have some chana paneer today. This paneer is my favourite. This is one from Tesco. It's really nice and spongy and no crumbly bits whatsoever, and it actually turns out really nice and soft once you fry it. So yeah, I'm going to start by frying the paneer and then I'll do the tadka and do everything else. That's my chana paneer done. You can add a splash of lemon juice on top as well. That gives it a really nice twist. But yeah, I'm just going to enjoy this on its own. I really don't fancy roti or rice with it. It's, again, like I mentioned, so hot. So yeah, I'm just going to tuck into this on its own. Right, so tonight's dinner is courgette and rice pie. I've prepped everything ready just so it's a bit easier. This one, I do want to point out, I forgot to pick up fresh parsley, but I had some in the freezer, so yeah, that's why it's looking a bit sad. But hopefully it's going to be okay, so I'm going to use it up. But yeah, so all I'm going to do now is just mix everything together, line up my filo pastry in a oven dish, and then pile in the filling and then cook it. So literally super easy meal. It just takes a bit of prep, that's all. So yeah, really looking forward to this one. So that's the pie done. I've just cut a little chunk out for myself. It looks really good. It smells really good too. So I'm just gonna dig in. So tonight I'm going to be making this kale and mushroom lasagna. This is from my trusty fave book, Veg Every Day. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is just prep everything first, and then I'll start filming the cooking process. Just a quick note, so the recipe does say to do the mushrooms in halves, so do half of them first and the other half. I just want to say that the amount of butter doesn't actually cook the mushrooms that well, so I did have to add a teeny bit of olive oil. I'm going to do the same for this half as well, but so far they're looking okay, and everything else is bubbling away as well. I'm surprised at how many pots you need to use for this recipe. So that's the lasagna done. I've plated up too many bits for myself. I would say garlic bread goes great with this, but we haven't got any. So I'm just going to tuck into this. It does actually look really nice. So you've got a layer of lasagna sheets, kale and bechamel sauce, mushrooms, and some more pasta on top, and some cheese. It looks so good. But yeah, that is dinner done. Okay, so for tonight's dinner we're having oven roasted veggies with some couscous. So I've chopped up some broccoli, peppers, carrots, onion and some chickpeas, and I'm just going to put on some seasoning and olive oil, mix it all up, and I'm going to put it in the oven at 200 for about 15 minutes. So that's my grilled veggies and couscous done. With the couscous I kept it really simple, just put salt and pepper, lemon juice and chicken stock rather than just plain old water to help cook the couscous. But yeah, it turned out really nice. It's really good for when you want a light meal, nothing too heavy, and really nice and healthy. Okay, so tonight's dinner is rajma and jal. Rajma is just basically a dal made out of red kidney beans. So these were dried kidney beans that I've soaked for about 4 to 5 hours now. Also, I just wanted to give a shout out to these. These have been so helpful. Bought them before we went into lockdown and they've come in very handy. But yeah, so I'm going to boil the rajma first separately, and then I'm going to make my dodka separate as well, and then mix them together at the end. So that's my rajma, or my red kidney beans dal, done. The sauce is nice and thick, so yeah, I'm really happy with that. I normally have this with rice, but just given how warm it is, I'm just going to have it on its own, maybe with a little bit of yogurt on the side as well. But yeah, ready to dig in. So tonight's dinner is a roast dinner for Easter Sunday. This is before I put the gravy on. So most of this stuff is like free support, but we're in quarantine. What are we gonna do? But yeah, it looks pretty good. Gonna put some gravy on, soak it all up, and gonna dig in.